train on your vocals. Sometimes it's difficult for church members to tell you the truth, but sometimes you just sound horrible. Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Brother Wellington, and I'm excited to have you today. So if you're a new subscriber, please consider subscribing and let's have this conversation going. Share with praise and worship members, church members, whoever it is that you feel like this can be a blessing to. And I believe that God will bless you. Now, today we are talking about vocal training. Vocal training basically is learning to coordinate and strengthening, the muscles of the larynx so that they can be able to achieve an even tone quality, when anybody or when somebody wants to do singing. And so it is work. It takes a lot of efforts from the side of the one practicing so that they can be able to achieve that. And so it is important for anybody then to practice and sound well. So why is vocal training important? There is a way you sound, every time you minister. And it is easy for people to follow through your song and for people to relate to you when they begin to sense a sense, of professionalism and seriousness from the side of the worship leader. When they hear, they know that you work and you are serious with your assignment. And so it is important then for you to practice. Worship leader, please practice your vocals. Don't tell us to listen to the message alone. The message is better driven home, when you have worked on your vocals. Sometimes it's difficult for church members to tell you the truth, but sometimes you just sound horrible, but they will never tell you. It is difficult for people to follow through your song. You may be anointed, but when you are not coordinated very well in terms of, the music that you or the song that you are singing, it becomes difficult for people to flow, when they are worshiping God. Because every time they want to flow, they realize you are mispronouncing a word, or they realize that you are off key, you are struggling with the drama. So every time they are cautious and they are trying to find out what is happening. So it is important for you to just work, especially on your vocals. How do you practice? There are many ways, very many ways that you can actually practice on your vocals that target on different muscles of the body that are responsible and that will help you, be strong enough even as you minister. But then I want to talk about just a few of them. Learn to sing on a high note during practice sessions. You sing on a high range or a high note or a high transpose. So learn to sing on a high note during practice sessions over a certain period of time. And so you train your muscles to maintain a high note that is basically higher than your normal and comfortable range, so that you are able to build on your muscles that they are strong enough that during ministry you will not be straining to do so. But then please learn that after that, when you are doing actual ministry, it is important for you to know that you have to use a comfortable range so that you are able to minister and drive your point home or your message home very well. Then another point, please, when you do sing, breathe from your diaphragm. In other words, open your mouth very wide and sing from below this. Um, there is a certain, I don't know if it is an organ, but it is called epiglottis. You sing from beyond that place. In other words, you open your mouth and you sing while breathing from your diaphragm, and so your mouth has to be open. If you don't do that, your sounding will be of poor quality. It will not come out so well. So work on opening your mouth when you're singing, and you sing from behind. I normally say behind the epiglottis, and I believe that you will sound better. You can try that from wherever you are, and you'll realize that it is sounding much better. Now, another thing during training is the solfege scale. When I talk about the solfege scale, I'm simply talking about, singing with or using the piano on ascending and descending notes. For example, you can use the do re mi fa sol la ti do ti la so fa mi re do. So you practice on ascending and descending notes. You can also use a song as you ascend, on the notes, and so it will help you build on your muscles and become even a better singer. And then maybe something else that we can talk about today in the introductions is warm up. Please arrive early at the venue. It is very important for you. Arrive before the event starts or the service begins. And so find the high notes and the low notes. Also, make sure that you've coordinated with the instrumentalist of that day so that you are able to find the high notes of the song and the low notes of the song, so that you are comfortable and you have confidence that when the actual time comes, you'll be able to sing. It is very dangerous for any worship leader to begin a song and they are not sure if they will sing the high notes of that song or the low notes of that song. And so when you begin the song and you're in the middle of the song, then you realize the note is too high for you. And so it becomes a problem because you will actually distract, people that are trying to worship God. Do a pre-singing, warm up your vocals, let your vocals be prepared for ministry. So thank you so much for your time. My name once again is Brother Wellington. If you are a new subscriber, please consider subscribing and let's have this conversation going. Share with your friends, and that will be much appreciated. Shalom, and see you on the next episode.